I'm here on set with Doug Widdifield. He is the author of Life or Grave Danger. Life or Grave Danger. This book is something that everybody needs to read because it may be the lifeline that you need to get rid of the degenerate diseases that you or maybe a loved one in your family may have. He's also the president of Zenus products, and I have known him for some while. I have been consulting with him concerning different things when it comes to the human body, and I've been taking his products, and each one of these products, I believe in the integrity of the products, because if the product is not what it's supposed to do, then you could be taking a whole bunch of things that are just going to go product or vitamin C or whatever it may be, and it goes right down in your toilet. But these products are products that are very, 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 I believe, potent and they're doing what they're designed to do, because scientists and science have told us how powerful vitamin C is when it comes to antioxidants and what it can do to help shield your body against degenerate diseases, diabetes, cancer, and so forth and so on. But again, it must be the right kind, and I believe that Zenus product brings the right kind. Doug, we were talking about how the body can house, and we were talking about, cancer. Tumor is basically the garbage can.
You're right.
Of cancer. When the body is trying to get rid of this stuff, it becomes a tumor.
Correct.
And it begins to grow abnormally. And so that tumor is really filled with a whole bunch of poison.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And then we're talking about the environment of a person's body based on how they eat, what they breathe, because, the air has a lot of pollutants in the air, and a lot of pollutants not only in the air, but people don't know they have a ton of pollutants in their home with detergents and cleaning supplies.
Well, look at the water here in Michigan, the issues that they had with the water here. Mm-hmm. That was toxins in the water, and look at all the issues that resulted from that.
And so the body is consuming these things every day.
Correct.
And it's so important that the body is eliminating these things to make sure that the environment for these harmful, dreadful diseases, they're not comfortable in living in that environment, because they only can live in an environment where pollutants are.
Well, that's what they thrive on. By getting rid of the waste, if you assist the body in eliminating the waste, you eliminate the food source that attracts those infectious microbes there in the first place.
Yeah.
Every day we get up, we shower. The skin is the largest organ in the body, but we perspire, and that's what we wash and clean that. But you see, about 80% of our immune system resides in the gut, and that's where most of our waste, So what our products do, it help to eliminate and cleanse the gut. And of course, when we talk about now the microbiome, that's all the different microbes that make up what we call intestinal flora in the gut. You've got anaerobic, you've got aerobic, anaerobic being bad, aerobic being good. So we want to produce more and have more activity with the aerobic or the friendly flora as opposed to the anaerobic.
Okay, well, since you started on this real quick, I want to talk about the microbiome boost.
Yeah.
What is it made out of? What does it do? You kind of gave us a little insight, but what is it?
Well, it's a complete whole food proprietary extraction from the Mojave yucca. Mm-hmm. Over 50 species of yucca, most of them have little or no value therapeutically. There's a handful that grow in the southwest, the baccata, the brevifolia, the shadagra. The baccata is a little stumpy one, the brevifolia, more commonly called the Joshua tree, and the shadagra, which we use exclusively, the Mojave yucca. Because it grows in the Mojave Desert, it grows in what's arguably the harshest environment in the world. So it's subject to flash floods, drought conditions, insect attacks, wind, highest recorded temperature in the history of the world, and freezing with tons of snow in the wintertime. So all of these hazards, hostile to the plant. This plant doesn't just survive, but it thrives and flourishes because nature is seen fit to endow it with special characteristics. And that's why it becomes what we call the most potent adaptogen in the herbal world. An adaptogen is anything that can restore balance.
Yeah.
And it does it because it's got the two primary, it's got vitamin A, all the B complexes, vitamin C, zinc, copper, manganese, magnesium, potassium, sulfur.
All in this one
all in that. But where its strength comes from, primarily comes from what we call phytosterols. These are metabolic natural vegetable steroids, and their function in nature is to promote activity in the friendly aerobic bacteria, motivates them, causes them to come forth in greater numbers so they can produce up to 60,000 times more enzymes.
So the people, and you made a good point, people don't understand that their gut must be good. It must be healthy. Your colon, your immune system, in your immune system is in 90-something% of it?
About 80% of your immune system resides in the gut.
And so the microbiome boost, it brings all of the healthy bacteria.
It promotes the activity of the friendly bacteria in the gut to create a more balanced, healthy flora in the gut. And now you're finding all medical science is agreeing now. It's a big thing out there. That's one of the reasons why we changed the name. We've referred to it as a microbiome boost for decades now, but now the term microbiome has become such a big thing that we attached to that. Before, when it was called optimum detox, it detoxified the gut, but a lot of people thought, well, they think I got a substance abuse and need to detoxify. And it wasn't for that. It helps with that, but that wasn't the primary source. But it promotes activity. So when you increase the microflora or the friendly aerobic bacteria in the gut to produce more enzymes, this increased enzymes can more effectively break down waste that accumulates into tiny particles that the body can more efficiently discharge.
Well, you know, we had a gentleman by the name of Garland. He had prostate cancer.
Correct.
And the doctors gave him months to live. We put him on the microbiome boost. It was called Ultimate Detox at that time.
Yeah, correct.
But it's the same thing. But
we put him on a Seniac too, did we?
A Seniac, yes.
Correct.
Seniac, put him on Seniac. And we put him on, I don't know, did we put him on the C? I don't know if we put him on the C. But it just helped him so much. I mean, this, I believe, was such a lifesaver because it was getting that poison out of him that was stored in his body.
Well, here's an interesting thing. In 1991, based on the benefits that my mom and dad received, I got approached by the Federal Ministry of Health in China. And so I had my mom on two protocols. One was the Seniac, and the other one is what we now call microbiome boost, okay? They wanted to test those in China. Well, this was a major thing because China was, of course, for 5,000 years been recognized as the preeminent authority on herbal medicine. Right. And so anyways, they asked for permission to do a double-blind study, which we granted them. So they bought a lot of product from us, and they put it through a 5-year double-blind study. At the end of the 5 years, okay, they published the results in Mandarin, translated into English. We hosted the Minister of Health, the Deputy Minister. They come over. Their engineers approved our factory to all the latest compliances to pharmaceutical standards, not food manufacturing, but pharmaceutical standards. They issued us both drug import numbers and drug identification numbers. Wow. Those are the only two natural Western-based herbal therapies in the history of the world that are approved for treating both cancer and lupus patients in China.
Wow.
Okay. They spent $7 million doing a 5-year study
on this product.
On the that product and the Seniac. That's the other one that your friend was taking.
Yeah. You know, we have somebody been waiting to come in and talk to us. He is a former NFL
superstar. Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Yeah, he played for the Patriots. And he's a wonderful gentleman. I just met him today, but I want to bring Mike Haynes on. Mike, are you there?
I am. Thanks for having
Mike,
me.
how are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm really learning a lot from listening to you guys talk this morning about cancer and some of these other issues. I have also a problem in trying to pronounce some of these medical terms.
So Mike, you're familiar with Doug. You're familiar with his work and the things he's been doing to help people.
I am. I actually was introduced to Doug sometime this year, so I haven't known him forever. And if someone knew about my life, they would know that I am a cancer survivor. I had prostate cancer, and gosh, I wish I had known Doug before I had my prostate removed, because maybe this product that I take, the microbiome boost that I take, maybe it would have removed the prostate cancer problem from my body. But I didn't. But I'm using it now, and I'm having great results with it.
Well, Doug, tell us a little bit about your career and what you have done.
Well, I entered the National Football League in 1976. So it was a while ago now, but I was a rookie, and I started out with a bang as a rookie. I almost led the league in interceptions, broke a lot of team records that first year, and punt returns and things like that. So in 7 years, while I was in New England with the Patriots, had a lot of great experiences, met a lot of cool people, actually became a born-again Christian while I was there. Really a lot of unique experiences. And then I was traded to the Raiders when they were in Los Angeles. And I grew up in Los Angeles. So for me, that was a coming home party. We got a chance to see my mom every weekend and a lot of my family members. And so with that Raider team, we won a Super Bowl. We beat the Washington Redskins when they were defending champions in the NFL. We came back that next year and beat them. And that really helped me. I mean, all of my goals, I have to say, I achieved while I was playing football. Only one I didn't achieve was winning multiple Super Bowls. Maybe I didn't set my goal high enough, But I had a great career and met a lot of people and did a lot of cool things in my life. And football was the platform that allowed that to happen for me.
Well, Mike, we're going to come back with you. We're going to take a break in a moment because we're going to talk a little bit more about the other products that Doug and his company represent. And, my desire is to see people healthy, and especially the African-American community, because there are so many degenerate diseases, strokes and cancer and kidney failure, high blood pressure, heart attacks, you can go on and on and on, that's in the African-American community. And I believe that this time of our lives that we need to raise the consciousness of so many people. Well, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and talk about these products. Please don't go. We will be back in a moment.
Impact, where urban family, faith, lifestyle, entertainment, culture, collide, all here on Impact.
Your Impact Network has gone mobile. Now we'll be there wherever you are, whenever you need us. Our brand new app allows you to stream our complete lineup of preaching, ministry, and music 24/7. All of your favorite programs in the palm of your hand and just a click away. Impact's app features our content schedule for quick and easy searching and a Bible reading plan so you never miss daily devotions. We also have a brand new video on demand section so you can enjoy what you want exactly when you want, regardless of your circumstance. The Impact Network will provide the ministry programs desired. Our goal is to have a positive impact on you and the lives of others. We also have an easy-to-use support button, allowing you to donate quickly, partnering with us as we preach the gospel around the world. Your Impact Network is now available in the App Store on all mobile platforms. Download it today and tell your friends.
We're on the set here with Doug Widdifield, and we've been discussing the wonderful products that I believe that's going to really change your life. And I brought him on Impact today because I want you to be exposed to some of these products I believe that's going to help you, because as he explained to us how the body works and how God placed inside of us an immune system that's able to fight any disease once you know how to properly have your body conditioned through nutrition. And also we talked about earlier about making sure that we don't bring toxins into our lives based on our thought process and our mental state. But anyway, amen, he's the author of this book, Life or Grave Danger. And you can get a lot of information out of this book concerning how you and your loved ones can live, not just long, but live a healthy, long life. Doug, we left off talking about the product that that you have here, that the micro bamboos.
You're correct.
Okay, and we want to go on and talk about the other product that you said that when they gave your mother-in-law weeks to live.
My mother, yeah.
Your mother, your mother. Weeks to live. Amen. It was the product that you gave her that really helped her immune system. Again, we're not trying to diagnose or try to be doctors. We're just telling the history of what happened. And Esseniac
correct,
was something you gave her too.
Correct.
And this is what we gave also, the Esseniac. We gave that to Garland, who had prostate cancer. And so tell us a little bit about your product, Esseniac.
Well, understand that the product just gives the body the tools to allow it to go ahead and do the repair work.
So the product does not heal?
The product doesn't heal. One of the things the Esseniac does is it works on the lymphatic system.
Okay.
So it's able to help eliminate toxins out of the blood, out of your lymphatic system. But it's made of, it's an Ojibwe Indian formula, originated in just north of you here in Bracebridge, Ontario, I think is where it started, by a nurse by the name of Renee Case, is the one that made it famous, and there's books written about her and that. But it's comprised of 4 different herbs. There's burdock roots, slippery elm, Turkish rhubarb, and sheep sorrel. And it's a combination, a specific formula combination of those, and they have to be cut and sifted. There's, how it's all put together. But anyways, those things have been, matter of fact, they've made probably the most governed or had your regulators more concerned over that than anything, because it did make such an impact on cancer victims, simply because it was providing those tools. But it's what we've done is we've maintained the integrity of each and every herb, where they come from, how they're processed. So in all of our extractions, a lot of our research doesn't go into the blending, it goes into more the extracting. So we don't use heat when we extract. We want to maintain the life force in every herb when we extract from them. So when we combine them, they have all that power in them.
Well, if a person had a degenerate disease and they would come and ask you, say for instance, cancer, they would come and ask you, what are the 2 products you suggest that they get?
Well, the 2 products that we would probably, at the protocol that we would set up, would be the Esseniac and the Microbiome Boost.
Wow.
There's a synergy between them. Those are the 2 products in their original forms that receive the drug identification number import permits by the Federal Ministry of Health. Now, we're not even by law allowed to put the published material that they did on our website, because it was done outside of the United States. But they did all the sarcoma studies, the toxicity studies, and the case studies with hundreds of patients. And all that is, if anybody wants it, I'm happy to send it to them.
Yeah. Okay, how about it's called seafood?
Well, seafood is interesting, and my chief mentor was a doctor by the name of Dr. Leo Roy, north of us here in Toronto. He was a medical doctor. He finally, in frustration, because he couldn't get the results he wanted from his patient, for his patients, left allopathic medicine, turned totally to holistic health. He became the founder of the first college of naturopathy in the world, was just an incredible, spent his whole life traveling and learning. And so anyways, he became a chief mentor of mine, and he introduced me to the concept of complete whole food supplements.
Okay.
So everything we make comes from nature's pharmacy, God's garden.
Right.
Because here's an interesting thing, and I'm going to just sidetrack a little bit, but when you understand how the body works, the minute you put something into your mouth, there's sensors in the tongue that analyze it, send signals to the brain determines what it is, it then instructs the saliva gland to produce certain enzymes. Okay, and then when you masticate the food, you break any live enzymes in the food, and it's a combination of those enzymes that start to break down that food. So by the time it gets to the stomach, it's 70% digested. See, the body's only designed to process and digest 30%. So now if you're eating food that has no enzymes in it, it can't self-break down. And so what happens is you're getting food there that's not already properly digested. It can't complete the digestion process. So most of what you eat goes into the gut, and where it resides there is as waste. It's either eliminated or it's accumulated. And when it's accumulated, it becomes the precursor for most of our degenerative conditions. Okay, now the seafood. Okay, let's get back to the seafood.
Because I'm going to bring Mike back on.
Okay, I'm going to regress here. Well, first off, you have to understand that all vitamins are catalyst enzymes. Enzymes do all the healing.
Okay.
Every living organism that has a cell, and every living organism has cells. Every cell is simply an enzyme factory. It creates enzymes and instructions to do a certain job. Okay, but enzymes need vitamins. Vitamins are catalysts for enzymes. Enzymes typically are slow workers. Enzymes are the catalysts that speed up
So
their
what makes
activity.
this seafood, what makes this seed better than the seafood that I would get at the store?
Because it's not an isolate. It's not an isolate. It's not made in a lab. It comes complete with all the teammates. So it comes, because it comes live from a plant, it comes in a molecular structure with all the teammates. So it's got the accompanying enzymes. It's got all the amino acids, essential fatty acids, proteins, coenzymes, all of the minerals, trace minerals, all in a molecular structure. See, when you can't buy vitamin C in a bottle. It can't happen. Okay, it just can't happen that way. So what do? They get away with calling ascorbic acid vitamin C. That's the same as if I asked you to go to the store and buy me a dozen eggs, Bishop Jackson, and you came back with just empty shells.
Oh, wow.
Okay, no yolk, no yellow, no white, just the shell. And that's all ascorbic acid is, makes up the outer membrane of a vitamin C molecule. It has none of the protoplasm, none of the innards, that make that vitamin function.
So this here is a natural...
It comes to complete the complete molecule, because these are whole food extractions coming from two berries that are the highest and the second highest recorded richest sources of vitamin C in the world. One's camu, the other one's acerella. And it's a combination. The reason why we combine the two instead of just using one is because now we get a broader band of different minerals and trace minerals that come with each of those plant extractions.
Well, let's go back to Mike. Mike, what is your experience with some of these products?
Well, I really just started. I got a new one yesterday, but the one I'm familiar with using is the Microbiome Boost.
Yes.
I was, as you know, I played football, and as a defensive back, you can imagine which part of my body probably was beaten down the most.
Oh, God.
And it was my feet. In New England, we practiced and played on AstroTurf, and so that was pretty hard on my feet. So in my later stages of where I am right now, my big toe on both feet were killing me, and had horrible inflammation there.
Wow.
And when I got the Microbiome Boost, I was really surprised how well it worked and how it was removed. And so I've been calling friends. There's so many football players that have these aches and pains like that in either their feet or in their elbow or places like that. And it's a miracle. I mean, it works like nothing else I can even think of. The other stuff, of course, I'm sure there's drugs that you could buy at the counter at the drugstore that would take away the pain. But this is really solving the problem. I don't have to worry about any after effects. I don't have to worry about, something happening to my liver or any of the other organs. It's safer. It's all organic. And as I said earlier, I'm a prostate cancer survivor. And when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I made a goal and said, I want to live to be 125 years old. Why did I pick 125? Because in the Bible, there were characters that were living that long. And so that forced me to, if I'm true to my goals, to start to look or listen for things that are going to help me get there. And so my life has changed. My diet has changed. My nutrition has changed. And just because of me trying to get to my goal, I was introduced to Doug, and I started taking the microbiome boost, and it is making a difference. And so I'm still on that, still trying to achieve that goal. And fortunately, I have more than 50 years left. But I'm enjoying it, and I really appreciate the good work that Doug is doing in his group. And I'm excited about helping other people, have the same kind of satisfaction that I'm having.
Well, we appreciate your coming in and being with us on today. And I tell you what, we'll meet you at your 100th birthday then, huh?
Yeah, there you go.
100, then you got 25 after that. Thanks a lot. God bless you.
Thank you.
I mean, you can see this guy.
Well, I told him at the time when he told me his goal was to live to 125, I said, well, I want to be here to help you celebrate that. I'm going to coach you so you can be there. Because I said, that means that I got to live to 133.
Right.
It's not just how old we live to, it's the quality of life.
It's a quality.
Yeah.
And, like you said, you're 76, just turned 76 years. Young, and you're looking good, you're energetic, and you're bouncing around with a lot of energy. And
you should see my wife, and she's 76 too.
Wow. Mental clarity and everything.
Yeah, she looks like she's 45.
Wow. Hey, listen now, we want you to do this. Go to the website that you see on the screen. Go to the website you see on the screen, and if you want to know more about the Zenus products. And also, if you want to be a distributor, because you could be a distributor also, and you could be someone that's helping other people. And that's why I want to help other people, and that's why I have Doug here. And I believe in this product. I believe in the integrity of this man, because the product is only as good as the person who stands behind it. So go to that website, call that number to get more information, how you can be healthy, and not only healthy, but live a long life with quality. God bless all of you. Doug, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much. I'm grateful.
Thank you. All right. Be healthy. God bless.
Impact, where urban family, faith, lifestyle, entertainment, culture, collide. All here on Impact.